Hello all, Sabello here. So today I want to do, firstly, a chest opening, but secondly and most importantly, I need to talk about silo management. I've mentioned this in past videos, but I think now it's time we start delving into this a little deeper and explain exactly what silo management is and how to go about it. So this is going to help us extremely with the chest opening in hand as well. So let's jump into it. First of all, you need to know what legendary pirate needs what silo material. So let's just jump into, say, the legendary fault. We'll go for someone that actually needs to do. So you know what, I know we need to do Tinto. Let's go into train. And I can see, forget about the BP and the grog. Okay, so we need 20 of the voodoo masks. And we need 15 cursed paradox. The one in the red is obviously what you don't have enough of, and the one that is in white is what you do have enough of. So now we know we need, what do we need? Another 10 voodoo masks. So we go into a silo here, then into materials. So because we've got the cursed paradox there, and the 10 voodoo masks there, we have enough gaps here. So these other materials, for instance, is the crocodile tears is for black bart, and there you go, push the magnified glass, it says black bart. So I'm wanting to upgrade Sadie the Goat, Ching Shi, Tinto. There's a lot, I've got all the legendary pirates apart from Blackbeard, so I've got 11, but I don't have enough room to be able to upgrade all 11. So what we have to do then is start to prioritize what legendary pirates we're going to upgrade. Now people may ask the question, what pirates are the best? I could go through what I find the best, other people can go through what they find the best, but it's best suited to you. One thing I will say is I wouldn't waste your time with Jean de Berry, for instance, because yeah, she's not one of the best legendary pirates. Same with Annabelle Laveau. Don't worry about them, but the rare ones that only come along once in a blue moon are Blackbeard, Ching Shi, Sada the Goat, and the fourth one has escaped me, Black Bart, there we go. Almost forgot there. So Blackbeard, Black Bart, Sadie the Goat, and Ching Shi. They're the 4 rare ones. Although Sadie the Goat is not quite as rare as the others. But they're the ones you want to micromanage in the silo. Other ones that I'm starting to like is Tinto. I didn't like him over levels. Greenbeard's a bit of a tank. He's a beast. I'm liking Cornelius Heston, but again, the silo is the big problem. So make sure you're trying to prioritise maybe 3 at a push legendary pirates, depending. Obviously there is pirate 11s out there where they're going to need a lot more materials, and that will probably just cover 1 legendary pirate. But we're not going to talk about the pros at the end there. We're going to talk about us in the middle and at the beginning of the journey of upgrading our legendary pirates. So prioritise what legendary pirates that you want to upgrade, and make sure it's a bit of a waste chucking the materials away for other ones that we may need, but let's prioritise ones that we definitely need to start upgrading. So let's get through this chest opening. First of all, the freebooters chest accidentally opened during the event. I was streaking, got a few freebooters chests, and unfortunately opened this one, so sorry about that. But glittering amethyst, that's for Cornelius, I'm pretty sure. Exquisite diamonds for Blackbeard. Again, as I said earlier in the video, I don't have Blackbeard, so I'm going to get rid of those materials. We got some BP and EP in that one, so I'm going to collect that. Now I have a few slots available, but we'll go back to that and go on to the silo management. My apologies, this is going to be a bit of a lengthy video. Could even go into like half hour, maybe I have to split it, who knows. But let's try and keep it short and stop rambling. We're going to jump into the Corsairs and see what we're going to get from this one. So let's have a little peek here. Shimmering Pearl, I know is for Jean de Berry. I think there's another legendary, might Surf or Elegant Emeralds on these, because that's Black Bart. So again, we don't really need the Shimmering Pearls, we can get rid of those. But again, we've got enough room for now, so we're going to leave that. There's no point chucking it if we don't have to, but we probably will end up doing it, okay? So the second Corsairs chest now. Voodoo Mask, remember, now we need 6 more. Definitely needed them. Izayat Topaz, that's for Mac McCracken. Giant Squidding, I think that's for Sadie and Greenbeard. Iron Ingots for Cornelius and Ching Shi. I don't remember all of them. I might sound like it, but I honestly don't remember every single material and who they're for. So try and brush up on that. Maybe I'll even make a list at some point exactly who they're for. Okay, so we're going to collect those again. The silo is fine once you start seeing the little red markers on the background. That's when we know we've got to start clearing them out. Marauders chest, If you've been watching plenty of my chest opening before, you know they're my favourites, so we're going to save them till last. But also, take nothing away from the useful casket, they are brilliant for silo material, so we're going to really have some fun here. First one, for number 6. Let's jump into this one. Let's see what... Wowie. Somebody's listening up there. So, let's not get excited and go collecting them straight away, because if you collect them, the 6 that's here on the right are going to go, and we're not going to be able to retain them. So we know we need the voodoo mask. We know we've got materials in the silo that we don't need. So you probably think, well, how do I get out of it and keep all the materials? It's fine. You can push the X here. The materials won't vanish. You can still see the number 6 there. We go back into it, so you're not going to lose materials that way. So let's get rid of the glittering amethyst, the exquisite diamond. We don't need those as well. And let's quickly go back through exotic topaz. We get rid of those. I'd love to get Mac up, but it's not priority right now. Shimmering pearl. Let's get rid of those. And now, as you can see, we're starting to open up some more shelves. That's 6 free slots currently. Now, when we collect our useful casket, collect. We're not going to open that one just yet. Now we can actually upgrade our Tinto. We've got enough grog sitting now because of the event we just had. So we're going to scroll over to Tinto, and we're going to hit train. But before we hit this other train button, let's be smart about this. Let's not just go button bashing. Let's have a little look what we're going to need further down the road. Now, if you can screenshot these, that would be ideal, or write them down. Anyway, just try it and remember, record exactly what you're going to need for the next 2 to 3 upgrades. Okay, so we know the only items that we're going to need is the voodoo mask. We got quite a lot, but we won't have enough for the next upgrade after we use them, because this one's going to cost 20. All in all, for now, we know the next 2. Oh, yes, we will. So the next 2 levels is 44 masks combined. So the level after that, 13, we know we're going to need another 25 masks. We don't need any cursed peridots, not until level 15. So you could chuck away the 20 cursed peridots and try and get them in the future. Maybe when you're at level 13, 14, you want to start farming those, and maybe using the sailing map. That's the first time I've mentioned that in this video. Find out, I'm not sure what sea creature that is, or fish, whatever it be that has them, but you know, click about, find it, or search the forums and find out where they are. Okay, so as I just did say, I could chuck away the cursed peridots, especially since, you know, I've just mentioned there's going to be quite a few levels where we don't need them. And if we're trying to get, say, a Romeo Boomer, which is going to need gunpowder and radiant citrin, now I sort of have, if I get rid of the cursed peridot, now I've got that one covered, say, with the gunpowders, and the radiant citrin will take up another slot. Then I had about 6 empty ones, right? So that'll take up, so that'll leave me 5 slots remaining. So that's sort of the silo management. That's the way we want to work it. People might say, well, that's a waste chucking away them cursed peridots, so you need them future down the road. Yes, I will. But if you can see, you know, it's going to start to get into 3, 4, 5 days training, and it, you know, it's going to be a week before I get Tinto back. I could be trying to upgrade other pirates that I'll equally want to upgrade as well. It is your choice. I'm not saying go ahead and do that. It's just an option, a way of processing it for you. My own thoughts and opinions. So let's upgrade that train button and try and remember. Someone please remind me in the comment. I'm totally memory loss here. Okay, so we've got level 11 going now. We know we're fine for level 12. 13, we're going to need to get farmed in voodoo masks. I think you can get that on the western maps, I want to say. Probably on the eastern as well, but definitely on the western. So we know we've got a break after level 12. We've got 13, 14. We've got to farm some masks, and trust me, they're not easy to come by. So we've rambled quite a bit there. Let's come out of this. Let's go back into our chest. But first of all, let's check in here. So as we said, we've got 6 in now. Let's collect we collect a useful casket. Let's get on to the next one, Sib. I'm gonna need to take a drink in a minute, all this talking. So again, voodoo masks are there. That is another 15, and I forget how many I'm shying at, but we've got a lot to worry about for the next ones. Gunpowders, you know, I mentioned them, for instance, Boomer. I wasn't saying that I want to upgrade Boomer, I do, but he's not on the priority list. Shimmering Pearls, Matt McCracken's the copper ingot. So, you know, that wasn't a bad one. Remember, we've just used about 3-4 slots there of bookshelf. So, you know, we'll go back to that in a while. See if we can get another one going. I'll have to go check as well. Serpent Skull. If I didn't upgrade my Sadie the Goat, then I think she's due an upgrade. Giant Squidinks are coming in. I did mention that it's for Sadie the Goat and Greenbeard. Sharktooths are for Black Bart, and I do have a lot of those, as you've already seen. Copper Ingot, again, I don't have to chuck any of these away, so we're going to collect those. And you don't have to go and open all these chests. You can open them leisurely at your own time. You think, well, I don't really want to touch the silo. I'm happy with what's in there. Work through them. Get your grog from farming grog, and then go back to your chests. Again, if I had left this open for a month, then they're not going anywhere for a month. They're still going to be sitting in here. So it seems like we're very popular with the Sharktooths today. The Voodoo Mask, Gunpowder, Giant Squidinks, and Shimmering Pearls. I think that'll be the first iron ingot I've seen in this chest opening series. Well, in this episode anyway, sorry. Again, we didn't have to chuck any of that away. Maybe this one. Again. Okay, so Shimmering Pearl has to be chucked. Iron ingot, gunpowder. I don't want to chuck the iron ingot, as I mentioned. Ching Shi's going to need those. Gunpowder, you know, we can check Boomer. I'm pretty sure he needs a lot of Radiant Citron. We're not getting those Shimmering Pearls. I could probably go through and do, or could have done a Jean de Berry, but again, I'm not focusing on Jean de Berry. I did say she's like one of the weakest legendary pirates going, in my opinion anyway. So let's come out of that. Let's go into our silo here, and let's just try and have a look through what we can get rid of. Right, okay, so Cursed Peridot. How many of those do we have? We have 9. You know what? Pete was probably, no, don't chuck them, We've got loads of levels to worry about those. We've got tons of Voodoo Masks to get yet. I know we're getting loads now. You know what? I'm probably going to get yelled at. No, I'll keep them. I will keep them. Okay, the Shimmering Pulse, we can get rid of those. Jean de Berry 8. We can get rid of those. We don't need those. Now we're sort of, we're struggling for room in our silo. We have a lot of Giant Squidinks. So, I don't want to pause the video. I want to keep rambling here. I want to talk through this, go through detail by detail, so people don't just think, well, you didn't really explain that very well. It was a short video. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go into Train Cornelius Heston. We know we've already got rid of the Glittering Amethyst. We know we need 20 of those. We're not even going to store 20. And again, it was, the iron ingot, 9 more for him. So, we know we can forget about Cornelius Heston. Romeo Boomer needs Radiant Citron. I did chuck, 9 away or something. 22 Gunpowder Kegs there. And we've got Annabelle Laveau. 15 Raw Garnets. And again, the Voodoo Mask. I'm not going to waste the Voodoo Mask on her when I'm using them on Tinto, because I prefer Tinto over Annabelle Laveau. Now, mostly, I haven't mentioned this yet, but most of the silo materials do cover 2, maybe 3 legendary pirates. I think 2 though. I'm not sure if the Shimmering Pearl is for anyone else, and that's for Jean de Berry. Giant Squidinks is definitely for Greenbeard, and we've got a lot, but again, I've been getting rid of these. They're Atlantean Aquamarine. I don't have any of those, so if I do fancy doing Greenbeard, I'm going to have to make some silo room for that. But as you can see, it's, chock-a-block in there. Pardon the pun, sorry, it's a very English phrase. It's full up in there. So we don't really want to be chucking out any of that real useful materials for the legendaries that we are prioritising. We want to try and keep that for those, rather than chuck those out and do it for Greenbeard. And much as I love Greenbeard, he's got to wait for the moment. Caesar, let's go into Caesar. He does love Mystic Opals. Again, look, there's another one with Gunpowders. Let's just push that. Yeah, so it's Caesar and Romeo Boomer for those. And the Mystic Opals, as I did say. Again, I've started enjoying using Caesar on attack. He's only a level 7. But I'm not going to prioritise him and chuck out silo materials for the other legendary pirates. Jean de Berry, the one I did mention there, I've had enough to upgrade her. But then she's going to take the Sharktooths away from Black Bart. You might say, well, you've got, say, 82 Sharktooths there. That's a lot. Maybe at the start, when there's silly amount of resources, like 5 and 6, that's 11, so that'd be 2 upgrades. But then, as you can see, let's just use her for instance. 24 Sharktooths, 28 just for 1 upgrade. And that is why you need all those shells, and you need to focus on only a couple 3, 4 at a push if you're good at managing the silo that much. But 2 or 3 legendary pirates is really what you need to be concentrating on the materials for, and just chuck the rest. Don't need them. Black Bart, let's go into there. So again, I think we're real close. 2 more crocodile tears. We need those drastically. So things got to be chucked. And again, let's look through. So we need shark tooths, 20 of them. 8 of the elegant emeralds, I think they're called. Let's push those. Yeah, elegant emeralds. We need 8 of those. The next one after that's going to be 10 plus the crocodile tears is 16 after that. So you can see sort of, the shark tooth, I need them, but there's a couple of levels where I might not need them. But again, we've got to retain them because we really want to do Black Bart, and he's a priority. So we know we need to keep all the shark tooths for him. We need to keep the elegant emeralds. Say the Goach is upgrading, so that's something I'd like Madoki to be able to do, is to be able to bring in the feature. Sorry, the noise there is driving me crazy. Bring in the feature where you can go into the train when the legendary pirate's upgrading, so you can double check on what you need rather than have to screenshot it or write it down. So maybe that's something I could suggest in the forums. Again, my memory is terrible. If one of you could do it, that'd be super, and I'll post on there as well, as long as you remind me in the comments below. But I do remember what material she needs. Mac McCracken, 20 copper ingot. If we had the 5 more there, it would definitely get him going. It eats some of the grog away that I'm sitting on, because I have all my research going, and it gets rid of that whole section of copper ingot that's taking up room in the silo. Let's move along a little bit more. Ching Shi again, I can't remember exactly what she needs next, but all the materials I've got for her, there is definitely no reason why I should get rid of those, and I'll be able to fight in a day in 7 hours. But again, if Madoki had that feature in there, I'd be able to have a little nose and see what's in there. And that goes for all my legendary pirates there. That's all the ones I have. So now we need to go back to the silo. We need to try and do another couple of chests, even opening Marauders if it just sits there. So we have 1 slot available. And most of these, as you can see, is like 20 out of 20. So that slot is filled up. You can't get any more in there. Then it just transfers over to another one. Okay, so going back into the useful casket, we have gunpowder there. We need the iron ingot, so we need to get rid of something. Shimmering pearls in there, so we need to get rid of those. Let's remember stuff now. Okay, so we've got the iron ingot there. Where am I seeing the shimmering? No, it's because the one gap, isn't it? Okay, so let's get rid of the copper ingot. Unfortunately, that will free up space for the iron ingot, which I'm in drastic need for. I can maybe get rid of 3 of those. I know I'm probably going to do a few more, but they come around so frequently, you doing streaks and getting a lot of chests. Elegant emeralds really do. Okay, so is that enough now? No, it's still not. Okay, we're going to have to get rid of that 3 there that I just mentioned. That should give us enough room for us to get all those materials in. And then I can throw away the shimmering pearl and probably the gunpowder keg. Giant squid inks, I needed those. Let's just open that one and probably go back to the silo again. Okay, bonus, we've got more voodoo crocodile tears. I did say we needed that drastically, but you've got a couple of red ones down there, so we're going to have to go maintain our silo. That's why I'm calling it silo management. I know it's a chest opening as well. Okay, shimmering pearl, that can go. The 3 iron ingot there. We've got a lonely shot. How many of these do we have? I know I said I needed them, but sometimes you just got to make room for something else to come through. The kegs there. Who was that I said I needed that for? Was it Romeo, Boomer and Caesar? You know what? I could be getting rid of those. That gives me, what, 2, 3 slots now? Let's go back into here. Yeah, we don't, as I said, we don't really care about the gunpowder. Not that much of an issue. Exquisite diamond, when that goes into the rack, like so. We're going to get rid of those because we don't have Blackbeards. So now we have 1 slot available. Again, I'm not going to be able to get through all of these Marauders. It's just impossible. There's no way for me to get through them. And most of the ones that I need to upgrade are currently upgraded. You know what? Can't I upgrade? Everyone's shouting, Sip, you can upgrade Black Bart now. I think, anyway. Don't quote me on that, I think. Train. That will get rid of some stuff. That'll clear out. Yeah, that'll clear out the silo. Okay, so 14 of those. We're getting close. Yeah, we're going to be able to do the next level after that, which is a 3-day upgrade. So, what do we need? 8, 20. We've got plenty of these. Then after that, it's going to be the crocodile tears. So I think I'll get that from a Crocosaurus, one of the two names. That'd be on the eastern map, almost said western there. Okay, so let's get the upgrade going. I do like, people like using Black Bart on attack. He is a defense. I don't care what level the player is. If they're Pirate 11, Black Bart is for defense. He is the man. Trust me, he's the man. Okay, so the next one, 14. We got enough for that. I might be sounding repetitive, I'm having to convince myself here. The 15, we're going to have to concentrate on crocodile tears. We've got the BP sitting there if we need to. The Elegant Emeralds are in now. So now we've created some room in our silo. My apologies, as I said before, for how long the video is. But I think we need to be in depth. And people can watch it in their own leisure time, pause it here and there and go back to it days later. Doesn't matter. So we have that one shark tooth lonely down there. We've got 3 iron ingot there. If you ever need to get rid of a few odd ones, it's okay. You know, you ain't going to miss 1 or 3. You could potentially, but you know, it's not going to be that hard to gain those. You know, it could be 2 or 3 days and you could acquire a few. Okay, we've got a little 6 there as well. Anything else that's a bit low? No, I don't think so. Let's go into this Marauders. Let's see what we're going to get from this one. Let's hope for the best now. Majestic Ruby, the Crocodile Tears, okay, we've got those. BP, EP, Gold, Grog. Majestic Ruby, you don't need loads for Ching, but she needs like odd bits. It's like a 5, and obviously it's going to get longer and more and more as we progress. But I feel like maybe they're taking out a little bit too many slots currently, which is making it a bit harder for me to maintain my silo. Okay, 6 to open now. I did say Haunted Sapphires, you know, I'm getting quite a bit of those. The Atlantean and Aquamarine on need for Greenbeards, but again, he's not on the top priority list for the moment. So we're full, we can't collect those. So we need to go back, just check here and verify that there is no way for us to get those in. Maybe get rid of the shark tooth. Maybe get rid of the 20 kegs, because as much as I'd love to upgrade Caesar or Boomer, it's just not feasible at this moment. So we got rid of those. I'm pretty sure we don't have enough room. You know what? People might go a bit crazy here, but we're going to get rid of 3 of those. Why not? I said, you see them quite a bit anyway. You want to get rid of the Atlantean Aquamarine, unless this Marauders gives us like 20 or 17 of those. So let's see what this one's going to give us. There's the Elegant Emeralds again. The shark tooth's coming out. Can't collect that, but we can if we get rid of... Where did I see that? Just a second ago I said something. I can get rid of the Atlantean Aquamarine. Get rid of that. Now we should be able to fit these 2 in. That's correct. Quite a bit of gold there and a bit of VP. Let's see what I'm going to get from this one. I'll try my best to get through all these chests from the... Silver Ring, got that's with Blackbeard. Again, I don't have him, so this one was... Yeah, that's fine. Apart from one of them resources, I'm not that keen on the amount of resources I got from that one. You know, 1 of each would have been fine, but there's just a lot coming from that. Raw Garnet, don't need that. Gunpowder, again, we don't need that. We're going to get through all the chests. I'm surprised. I've done a lot of talking in the 20 odd minutes. Don't know how I've kept up, to be honest. Well, Elegant Emeralds, Atlantean Aquamarine. So you can see a couple of red ones there, and this is actually going to be a benefit for the end of this video, because I did say, you know what, we can go back to this. We can leave it like this. They're not going to disappear. We can go back to it a month later if we need to, and then I can collect them when I've freed up some space and got some legendary pirates going. So my apologies for how long the video was, but I hope it's been quite descriptive and has sort of been a hands-on experience, or I should say a first sight into the experience of how to maintain your silo, and also being fun what we see from the multiple chests that we got from the event as well. So thank you very much for your time, and if you made it this far, I do appreciate all the time that you spent watching this video. I hope you found it informative. Thanks for watching all, and bye for now.